inkproducts.com has now released a few new refill kits, some with refillable cartridges for the Canon imagePROGRA large format printers. Now I list in here all the ones that we have the refill kits for, as well as on our website. I'm going to show you how to fill the Canon one, but it's very different than some other people fill it. We found a much better way to fill these, so I'm going to show you that in the video. Now with all my videos, I always build a little, I call it a refill station, where I put all my stuff I need right there. It holds the cartridges. I don't have to worry about falling them over when I'm filling them. It just works so much better. That's what I like to do. And my syringes here, my bottle of ink, the tool I may need, and everything. Now, the Canon cartridges, obviously you can't see in them. And what we're basically doing is putting a hole right in the top. We're not going through the bottom like some do. I'm going to show you that. The only reason why I don't like that is because if you're not careful, you can damage that exit seal, both the air and the supply seal, and it's too much guesswork. The other way I'm going to show you is a lot easier, so we don't do it that way. I'm going to show you how to transfer a chip off the Canon cartridge onto our refillables. Very simple to do. You don't need anything for that. See, the refillables, you can see how much ink is in there. It's a lot easier. And they have a larger fill hole in the top. There's the fill hole. Just pop that out, fill it up, put it back in, and you're done. And these have unlimited refills. You can refill them unlimited. But there again, we have a kit to fill the Canon. We have a kit for our refillables, or you can buy just the refillables. This is American-made ink, the best ink. It's certified ink, roll to roll, sheet to sheet. You're going to get all the syringes needed. Now we supply you with a 30 milliliter syringe with a long 3-inch tip, and that's to go into the cartridge. You could draw out any ink that's in there and then fill it from that point. That's what we recommend. You go in, draw up any ink that's left in there, and then fill it up. And these cartridges hold actually 90 milliliters of ink. It's right on here on the label. Now, I recommend you only put 80. You want a little airspace at the top. Same thing with the refillables. Same thing. They'll hold 90 to 100 milliliters. We recommend about 80 milliliters. As you'll see, it's just to a certain point. Right here, you want to stop filling them. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do with the Canon cartridge, I'm going to drill a little fill hole right there. In the kit, you get the proper drill size. Basically, you can drill it anywhere you want. I pick a spot like I did on this one. It's right up front about here. But there again, you can pick the center, whichever you want to do. But basically, it's very easy. All you have to do is start to drill off. Just start it off, go slow. There. Once you get it going, stop, clean off any burr. Keep going. This way no burr will get into the cartridge. Keep going. Now pull back. That pulls out anything. There you go. That's how simple it was to make a hole. Now you're going to have ink in there. So what I would suggest is you do it like this from the top and then pull up. Because otherwise some of that ink might leak out all over you. Now you can fill the cartridge up. And depending on what color you're doing, you can get a matching plug that'll go in there. That goes right on in there, seals it airtight. Then you can put it over here, in there. So now I can fill it without having to hold it. Okay, now after I drill that hole, I clean it. Then I take a syringe. I found out if I take the syringe and I start it in that hole like that, when I have to go put the rubber plug in, they go in a lot easier. Now, then you can fill up your syringe all the way, start adding ink. Now, if you add too much ink and you see it coming out the top, just draw some back. Just draw some back. You know, maybe 5 to 10 milliliters. That's it. And when that's filled, plug it like that. Now, sometimes some people say, well, I could put it on a little scale and weigh it, and you know, I'll tell you what the weight should be if it's 80 milliliters. In the instructions, I tell you what the weight should be, because there's all different cartridges. Some hold 100 milliliters, so it'll be on your instructions, not on the video. Now, I'm going to show you how to remove the chip off the cartridge and put it onto a refillable if you want to. I just want to show you something here. This is what the top looks like. I cut one in half. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing inside. But what I found out is down the bottom, it's very hard on this video to see, very hard, because this is blocking the way. But it's at the bottom. There's two seals. I call one an air port and one is exit port. And if you go in there and you damage this area, they'll start to leak. So that's why I shy away from putting needles through there to fill it. And it's very simple to take the chip off. It really is. Okay? There's little tabs on each side inside. When you slide the screwdriver in, you unlock those tabs. You don't hurt anything, you're just unlocking it. So I suggest you have, if you want to transfer chips, you have two flat blade screwdrivers that are small. And you can almost see, and you're going to have to cut the label. And you can see they're going to be up there. So I go in, I start that side off. I unlock each side. Then I'll go to the next side. There you go. See, it's already starting to pull off. There you go. Now there's another set right on this side at the top. So I get under it, slide it up, and try to find out where you can, there it goes. So now I can take it off, and there's the chip. Now when you're putting the chip on a refillable or anything like that, what you want to make sure is you set it back in the way it came out. So before you take the cap off, you make a note of the way it goes in or out. I've done it enough so I know. Now I've got the Canon chip off, put it right in there, and then this is the refillable. I can push it right on down. I leave it just like that. Snaps in. It's done. Now there's the Canon chip in there. I've got an aftermarket chip in there. It's simple to do. So go to inkproducts.com for the latest in large format products. We have American made ink. We have a lot of products on our website. And if you don't see it, email us.